crucial rounds that decided the game, in all honesty, because that was just after Navi won a round, and they were going to win that round if Device doesn't get that kill, probably. They get the plant, they're in a favorable situation for the after plant, and then Astralis' economy is pressured. They will have to go for a weak buy, sort of, if they want to force into it. In the contrary, they actually managed to reset Navi, and that kind of snowballs the first half for Astralis. And the second thing is, the second half, Navi wins the pistol, so they're thinking, great, this is like good basis for comeback. We know that their CT side is super strong. What happens? The signature like second round force buy from not just Astralis, but the Danish teams in general towards that B bombs with the Tech 9s that Duncan referenced, and they get the control of the half right back into their hands. After that, after Navi doesn't win their own force, you realize the game is kind of over at that.
The funny thing is, I remember a game, it was a couple of years ago, it was in 2015, that Envious had, where they were on Overpass, and on CT side, they were using the Deagle a lot when they were on force spies as CT in the B site. And the whole reason why it worked, and they actually used it a bunch of times to win rounds when they were against full weapons, is because everything's a short to medium range battle. And I've noticed all these Danish teams have these Tech 9 strats when they're on the T side, and they force fight and they rush that site, because whenever you're coming out of that monster pipe, everything's a short range battle. Everything from Sand Range is a short range battle, and that is the ideal area to just jam a bunch of Tech 9s in there, and you're going to get kills. It's like, even if you had a great round as the CTs, you're going to lose a man or two. You're never going to have that complete lockdown.
Unless you're holding all the way back from Graffiti and giving them some control.
I think that's the key. Yanko mentioned that second, even with especially they know Guardian likes to op at that pole in the middle of that B bomb site. Instead of trying to actually progress upon the site, they're just posted up, waiting for, because they know he has to shuffle between both sides of that, and they're just posted up waiting, and he gets picked off, he gets eliminated, he's getting naded, and then it's an easy take from there. Flamey's out of position because of that. Simple was forced back because of Molotov. Their strategy of hitting that B site is so dangerous.
Yeah, it's almost a very open and shut case for that overpass, seeing what Astralis could do. Now, before we do take a break, I do want to have a couple of words before of the map coming up, because we'll be coming straight back to our casters. Now,
this pick ban, knowing that was going to be the selection. I mean, the fact that they have a permaban, knowing that Nuke was going to be available, they have to say, yes, they not only did they beat us on this map, but we looked lost. That was one of the ugliest games I've seen out of a pro team in Katowice for Navi and Nuke that I've seen in a long time, and they just didn't have any kind of read on how to do the map. So yeah, that's the trouble, is even if they come into this knowing it's going to be Nuke, knowing that's